بس احنا هنعمل ايه يعني؟ احنا هنشرح ايه بالظبط؟
I will complete the lesson.
ايه؟
انت ما
Will
كنتش
complete the lesson. Okay, we stopped at that these two chords are equally length. Then the two distances from the center to these chords are also equal. And since ME and MO are two radii, so they are equal. If I want to prove that the small part XE and YO are equal, so I will subtract MX from ME, it will give me XE, and MY from MO, so it will give me the small part. So EX will be equal to YO. What about number B? Also AB as a chord equal to CD. Okay, then he told me then MX, sorry, ME
Miss-
will be, yes, no. Sure, please, يعني stop طيب.
Can I answer it?
Okay, يا شاهر. Tell me يا شاهر if AB chord equal to CD, then ME will be equal to what?
ME equal MO.
ME equal MO. Then I want to get X. So X will be equal to what?
X equal 4.
X equal 4 because X plus 2 equals 6, so X equal 4. Then CD, I want to get CD. He gave me that CD 3X plus 4. Then CD will be equals what?
4 12 12 4 يبقى هتكون 16.
16. Excellent يا شاهر. Thank you.
ان شاء
حلوة.
الله.
شكرا.
Okay, Islam.
ايه؟
AB, the next one, AB equal to CD. These two chords are equal. Then MX equal to which distance? Islam. Islam, where are you?
وراح فين؟
طب اوكي منى.
مسهم تقريبا مش عارف الإجابة فقفل المايك.
عامل نفسه نايم.
مين ده مين؟
منى MX
ايوه
equal to what?
انت
انا هي بجد نفسك بتسألني انا؟
أيوه أنت.
Yes,
هو في
Islam.
غيرك اسمه
والله
إسلام.
AB equals to CD. AB equal to CD. Then MX equal to what?
ده انا برضه ولا ايه؟
Islam, are you going to answer or not?
انا لسه سؤال. انهي واحدة؟ نمبر سي؟
Yes, number C. Number C. AB
انهي
equal to
اول واحدة
CD.
فيها؟ ماشي.
Then MX equal to what?
مش عارف.
Then this is the theorem we took from the beginning. If two chords
Equal
are
M1?
equal, yes, if two chords are
انا ما
equal, then
كنتش
the
موجود، انا لسه
distance
اصلا في الاول.
from
MX equal MY.
equal my. These two distances them will be equal then.
ده اللي
Okay?
قلته.
مش هتعيطوا يعني في ايه؟
Okay, so mx
مالكش
will
دعوة.
be equal to my. In triangle, in the small triangle, can you see it? mxy. Since measure of angle xmy is 100, then measure of angle mxy. I want this small part. Yes, Minna. How can I get it? Minna, can you hear me? Minna. Okay, Alia.
ايه
I have measure of angle, this small triangle, okay? This one. I took it outside. This is M, this is X, and this is Y. He told me that measure angle M, this angle 100. And he wants this angle. Measure angle X.
اه
Equals what? What is type of this triangle now?
مش عارف.
The type is
هيكون equal 40.
yes 40. Why? Because this is
طب
isolated
ليه بقى
triangle.
ليه؟
Because we
عشان
have just
نعمل
said that the two chords are equal. When the two chords are equal, then the small parts mx and my are equal also, right? If you have just said that since AB as a chord equals CD as a chord, then mx equal to my. So when mx equal to my, this means that this triangle becomes an isosceles triangle. The vertex angle 100, so the two angles, the base angles will be equal in measure. So I will make 180 minus 100 divided by 2 equal 80 divided by 2. So each angle would be 40 degrees. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, the last one, this drill. M and N are two congruent circles. When they are congruent, and he told me here that the two chords AB and CD are equal. Yes, Salma. Then MX equal to what, yes, Salma?
NY.
MY. And the figure will be MX NY. This figure will be what?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. Okay, this is the first proof we have, but it is it's an example. On page 71, AB and AC are two equal chords. AB and AC are two equal chords. Before complete reading, I will deduce what if AB equals to AC.
إن ال MX equal ال MY.
Okay, but I have a condition must be satisfied in order to say that MX equal to MY. This condition, I said that the distance must be what? Perpendicular. So here MX is perpendicular on AC, but on the second side, MX, it is not perpendicular to AB. But of course, I will have something to let me prove that MX is perpendicular. I will complete reading. X is the midpoint of AB. Anyone can remember if X is the midpoint, what you will deduce?
لسه هما متهيألي الاتنين راديوس متهيألي.
MD is
ليه؟
a radius يا شاهد. MD
ايه
is
لا
a radius.
اتلخبطت معلش.
Okay.
اوكي. طب
Okay,
ثانية.
Yusuf. Yusuf, you said that MY equal to MX. Okay, again, I couldn't say that MY equal to MX even if the chords are equal unless the two distances are perpendicular. Here MY is already perpendicular. He gave me that X is the midpoint of AB. What you will deduce when X is the midpoint of AB?
إن ال Y midpoint بتاع ال AC.
No, we have the first lesson we took in geometry this year in this term that if I have a circle and if I have a chord, if I draw a line from the center perpendicular to this chord, then this point is bisect the chord. And if I draw MX perpendicular on AB, then MX is then X is the midpoint of AB. And another thing, if I have a chord and I have a midpoint in this chord and a line joining between the center to the midpoint, then this line is perpendicular. And the third thing we took in the same lesson, that if I have a chord and this is the center of the circle and he draw here a line which is perpendicular and midpoint, so you deduce that this is a line passing through the center. Okay, so from the given that X is the midpoint of AB, then MX perpendicular on AB. And here, if I want to complete that MY perpendicular, then Y is the midpoint of AC. But this is not important now. Let's see what did he want here from me. He wants me to prove that XD, you want me to prove that XD equal to YE. XD equal to YE, this small part. You remember in the drill, the complete, I told you that this is very important in the proof. So anyone can help me? Anyone can help me? Yusuf, can you complete it and help me?
طب ثانية كده أفكر.
اوكي
هو عشان الإكس ميد بوينت والواي ميد بوينت يبقى هما يعني على نفس الخط، فاللي هو المسافة ما بين إكس دي والواي إيه هيبقى نفسها ولا إيه بالظبط؟
okay in for AC and MY there is no problem because already MY perpendicular on AC. This is very important to make them perpendicular. But for the other one, MX, it is not perpendicular. I have to prove it is perpendicular. By what? Since X is the midpoint, since X is the midpoint of AB, then MX perpendicular on AB. Okay? So if I want to prove that this MX equal to MY, even if the two chords are equal, I must prove first that these two lines are perpendicular on the chords, not any two lines. Okay? So this is the first part that خلاص you have proved now that MX equal to MY. But he didn't want this. He want that X, I want to prove that XD equal to EY. The other part.
عشان ده راديوس وده راديوس، فلما
Yeah.
نشيل الحتة الإيكوال هيبقى إيكوال
Excellent.
بعض.
Since MD and ME are two radii in the circle, by subtraction, this we have proved that MX and MY are equal. By subtraction, these two parts, so XD will be equal to EY. Okay, the other part or second, he wanted me to prove that measure of angle YXB is very small to YXB equal to XYC. To YX, who else here in the meeting? Where is the rest? Mahmoud, are you with us?
Yes.
Yes, Mahmoud. How are you, Mahmoud?
على ايه؟
تقول لك هو تقول لها لا انت
How are you? How are you?
تقول لك عامل إيه يا محمود؟ عامل إيه؟
سمعت حاجة. Fine, thank you.
Can you tell me or can you prove for me that measure YXB to be equal to XYC? These two parts.
عشان هم بلد.
But where is the parallelism, Mahmoud?
ان شاء
Can you
الله.
see any parallelism here?
عشان YM equal MX.
Okay, MY equal MX, then what?
يبقوا بلد.
Angle Y equal angle X.
Excellent, Mahmoud. This is the first part. That
that
the small one here equals the small one.
Eh?
Wait, so the two small angles will be equal. And we have proved, Yusuf have proved that this is also 90 degrees. So the MYC and MXB are 90. So by adding these two angles with these two angles, so both of them will be equal. Okay, is that clear for you all? Is that clear?
أيوه.
Okay. Drill page 72. Triangle ABC is inscribed in circle M. Inscribed means the three vertices of the triangle lies on the circle. Measure angle B equal measure angle C. Okay. And X is the midpoint of AB. MY perpendicular on AC. And I want to prove, this is very easy. I want to prove that MX equal to MY. I will see the participants who can share with me.
أجاوب أجرب.
Okay. Where is you, Ziad?
نعم.
أنا عايز أجاوب.
Yes, Ziad. حاضر يا شيخ. Yes, Ziad. I want to prove that MX equal to MY.
يبقى prove AB equal AC.
Yes, I want to prove that AB equal AC and the distance must be perpendicular if not.
ثانية،
Okay,
ما
Ziad?
لو B equal C يبقى AC عشان opposite لل B تبقى equal يبقى AC equal AB.
Yes, isosceles triangle base angles are equal, then the two chords will be equal. Since measure B equal measure C, يبقى AB equal AC. This is the first one. This is the first thing, that the two chords are equal. And also I have to prove not only the chords, I have to make sure that the distance are perpendicular. So my is already perpendicular, but mx
since
not given
x is
perpendicular.
midpoint, since x is midpoint of AB, therefore
Yes.
mx is perpendicular on AB.
Excellent, yes, that since x is the midpoint, then mx perpendicular on AB. So from 1 and 2, mx will be equal to my because the two chords are equal and the two distances are perpendicular. Okay, this was the first part of the lesson. The second part is it's converse. Converse means it is the opposite exactly. He told me that the converse of the theorem is in the same circle or in congruent circles, chords which are equidistant from the center are equal in length. So if given that mx perpendicular, of course, and my perpendicular, and they are equidistant from two chords, then these two chords will be equal in length. The opposite of what we have took. I have also here drill. We'll not take them all, we take only two of them. Okay, let's take number 1. Who can share me and tell me the answer here? Let's see the participants again. Mahmoud, Islam, Hala, Hala. How are you, Hala?
I'm fine.
Fine. Can you tell me, Hala, number 1? He told me that mx equal to my. Then what equal to what? If the distance between the center and chords are equal and it's already perpendicular, as seen on the figure.
أيوة عايز ايه يعني؟
Yeah, answer my question. Then then what equal to what? If mx equal to my.
لا مش عارفة.
The converse of the theorem, ya Hala, we said that in a circle. If I have, this is what the theorem, if I have two equal chords, and this is the center, and I have a distance from the center to the chords, and the perpendicular distance, not any distance, then these two distances are equal, or it is at equidistance from the center. Okay, the converse of the theorem says if I have a circle and I have two chords and the two distances, the perpendicular distances are equal in this part, ya Hala, equal to this one, then the two chords are equal. This was my question here. Here mx equal to my, this is given. Then the two chords will be equal. These two chords will be equal. So AB will be equal to CD. طب CD was 7.
أيوة.
AB will be what?
14.
Who
أيوة
says
صح.
14?
15.
هو مش أنا اللي قلت، مش أنا اللي قلت 14.
لا، 7 is right يا حلا. بنقول the two chords
أيوة
are
ماشي، أنا
equal.
قلت 7.
Yes, you said 7. Yes, someone says 14.
مش
أنا
عارفة.
سنة طارق.
جانا طارق.
مش عشان
إيه؟
ما هي الواي والدي equal 7 والاي وبي كلها هتكون equal 7 multiplied 2.
ده الواي دي sorry. Yes يا جانا. Yes يا جانا, you are right. I didn't see that here is written YD equals 7. Yes. YD
لا أنا
7 then y is the midpoint because this is perpendicular, so فعلا CD is 14 يبقى ال YD 14 ال AB 14. Yes يا حياتي, you are right.
في نفس الغلطين.
والله. Yes, you are right. I didn't see that YD is YD only 7. I thought that CD all is 7. Okay, the next one for who? Number 2. Alia. Did you sleep, Alia?
أي
Are you with me? طب Alia, can you help me in number 2?
هحاول.
Okay, ME equal to MF. Then what? Before reading, if I say that ME, the distance between the center to this chord equals the distance from the center to the other chord, you will deduce what from this given? Equal distance from the center.
إيه
I have just said it. If ME equal MF, what you will deduce, Alia, from this one? Minna raised hand.
مش عارفة.
You want to answer, يا Minna? Yes, يا Minna.
CD equals 16.
Yes, هي CD equal AB يا عالية. What we have said today that if I have two equal chords and I have perpendicular distance from the center to these chords, these two distance will be equal, and vice versa. If the two distances are equal, then the two chords will be equal. So when he told you that ME equal to MF, then AB will be equal to CD. Okay,
كنت
عالية?
هقول كده
Why you didn't say?
مش عارفة.
Okay, so he wants me to get CD. CD equals 5x plus 1 and AB 16, and I have proved that they are equal. So 5x plus 1 equals 16. Can you complete the equation? 5x equal what?
هو أنا صح؟ أنا اللي بتسأل صح؟
عالية.
تمام.
Yes, عالية. Complete
5x
the equation.
equals 15.
15. Then x equals
3.
3. So here x equals 3. He wants EM. What is EM? Yes, EM. EM equal to x. So it will be equal what?
6.
3x اللي هي equal what?
6.
6. Okay. And AM. Can anyone tell me AM? How I'll get it?
Equal 18. Equal 8.
Who is talking, please?
Jana.
The voices. Jana. Okay, Jana hand. Yes, yeah, Jana, I didn't hear your voice today. Equals 8 from where, yeah, Jana? Why it's equal 8?
عشان هو هيبقى radius فهيبقى نصه.
Half what? By the way, it's
ثانية.
not 8, but I'm asking why.
مس مثال ممكن اجاوبها، انا ممكن اجاوبها.
Yes, يا شاهر.
الاكس الواحده الام اي ب 3
Yes, ME ب 6. لا,
EA
not ME ب 6 يا شاهر, not 3. ME ب 6.
اتلخبطت معلش. والاي اي ب 8. ايوه بقى هنعملها بايثاغورس.
Excellent يا شاهر. Why AE ب 6 ب 8? Because AB is a chord
شكرا.
and ME is perpendicular, then E will be the midpoint of AB, so it is equal 8. If I took the triangle outside, I have proved that this is 6. I got it 6. And this is half AB, which is 8. And this is already right angle triangle. So by Pythagoras, 8 square plus 6 square, it will give me 10. Root 100 equals 10. Okay, the last one, I will do one of these proofs. I have two examples. Okay, and if you are, we can do both of them. And then the exercise in the, Taman, we have here 8 exercises. Suppose that these exercises will be done today. That if you already see the video, you will find that the video was what I have said now. So I hope next time to watch the video, then we'll complete exercising. If you are not going to watch the video, please tell me in order to prepare that I'm going to explain today, explain with you online. Are you going to watch the videos next?
طبعا بس ابعت لنا اللينك بتاع الفيديو عشان انا مش بشوف الحاجات اللي بتنزل.
I will send to you the channel for the PIS channel. Okay, in math you will find that before the lesson it's written math grade 9. Okay, this is the channel for all the subjects. They are
خلاص كده؟
uploaded on the YouTube. Okay, no, I will say one of the examples there, Islam. Okay, choose one or both of them, I don't know. Okay, running out of time, will end in 10 minutes. So I will take two concentric circles. M, concentric mean they have the same center. AB is a chord in the larger one and intersect the smaller one at C and D. AE is another chord and in the larger circle and intersect the small one in Z and L. ABE, measure ABE, equal measure AEB. This two one. These two angles are equal measure. I want to prove that CD equal to ZL. The chords in the smaller one. If I see that CD and ZL, I want to prove they are chords in the smaller circle. If I want to prove that chords in the smaller circle are equal, I must have that the distances are equal. By the way, MX or MY, we make it as a construction. The book has drawn it. But in the question, as you see, if it is written, it's not given that MX and MY are perpendicular. This is a construction I made for the question, that I draw MX perpendicular on AB and MY perpendicular on AE. Okay? So first, I want what? I want to prove that these two parts are equal. I couldn't unless I prove that MX equal to MY. Can anyone help me how to prove that MX equal to MY? Think about the larger circle. When are the two lines, these two lines are equal? If what? Shahid,
CD equals ZL.
I want to prove it that CD is equal to ZL. It's not given. This is what I want to prove.
مش متهيألي
Yes,
متهيألي AX equal AB، فاحنا هنعمل ماينس اللي هي الحتة ال LA والدي ال LE والزد A من ال AE، وهنعمل ماينس
But first, I don't have that AB equal to AE. This is not given. Till now,
هي
it's not given.
ممكن عشان الاتنين هيبقوا chords في السيركل.
Which circle? The big or the small?
في السيركل.
Which one?
ما هما ال AE دي chord للكبيرة، إنما ال ZL دي chord للصغيرة.
ZL, yes. So I will talk about the big one first. Let's see كده the big one. If I draw the big one outside كده.
ما هي لو البيج هيبقى AE.
This is in the big circle. في هنا MX وفي هنا MY that I have drawn. And here measure B, E, and A. And he told me that measure B equal to measure E. Then what? If B equal to E.
هو كده هيبقى AE equal AB.
Yes. Since measure B equal measure E, then the chord AB equal the chord AE. When the two chords are equal, these two chords are equal, then MX will be what?
equal M.
Equal M
أساس
because
السترنج.
AB equal to AE and MX perpendicular و MY perpendicular, so the two small distances are equal. Then I will leave the big circle and I will go to the small circle. The small circle, which are ZL, sorry, and CD, the same MX and MY. MX and MY are the same in the smaller one, MX and MY. I have proved from the big one that they are equal. When they are equal and perpendicular, you will deduce what? That the two chords are equal. يا جماعة, this is the theorem and this is the converse of the theorem. This is the theorem, says what? Two chords are equal in length, so they are at equidistance from the center. Equidistance means the perpendicular distance. And here the perpendicular distance. Two chords are equal, then they are at equidistance from the center. Here's the opposite. If two chords are equidistant from the center, then the two chords are equal. Vice versa, this is opposite to this one. Okay, is this clear? Very important, this part. Two chords are equal. Now I have two chords are equal. Then they are at equidistance from the center. And in this one, if the two chords are equidistant from the center, then the two chords are equal. Yani given AB equal to AE, then MX equal to MY. And the opposite, if MX equal to MY, then CD equal to ZL. because the meeting will finish or will stop suddenly. Any problem in the lesson? The two theorems we took in the lesson? Do anyone have any problem in the lesson? Okay, as you are not answering, so you are
لا
okay.
لا تمام تمام
Okay.
كلنا تمام.
تمام.
Okay, suppose that try to solve any of the exercises are not difficult. Try to solve any one to check your information. It's okay with you or not. Okay, I want also to remind you with something here in the next one. Also to remember that if I have two intersecting circles in M and N, for example, MN, this is the line, I call this the line of center, the line which is drawing the two centers of the two intersecting circles. And you have common chord here. This common chord is perpendicular on the line of centers. This is something we took in the class. If MN is the line of center and AB is a common chord, so AB is perpendicular on MN. Okay? Okay, hope you to be fine. Hope to meet very soon. Really, I miss you all. Till we meet, inshallah, next week, the same day, Tuesday. Okay, I think that you not watch the videos, so I will, inshallah, explain the next lesson in the geometry that I've explained it before, but no problem to explain it again without the video. Okay, if you want any question, if you answer anything and you want me to solve it or to explain it for you, please send for me either in our group or to my private message. I have no problem. Okay?
بس احنا المنهج هناخد لغايه امتى اصلا؟
والله يا اسلام till this moment we didn't finish the curriculum till 15th of March. يعني the lesson
يعني هو احنا
today
هناخد المنهج اللي بعد 15؟